Good evening, folks. This is Chapel Keep coming at you with a new design. A while back, I was exploring zero-tick sugarcane farms, and zero-tick sugarcane farms basically generate a ton of sugarcane. So I started collecting them in hopper mine carts, run it to a composter, and get a ton of bone meal. So I have like 9 of these. These 9 feed the bone meal for my tree factory. This is a complete AFK tree factory. Basically, you just set your mouse on auto click planting trees, and this will spit out trees and uh, collect them for you. So you don't have to do anything. So the way it works is pretty simple. You come down here, you plant a tree, the tree grows. Give it a second. Of course, whenever you do a demo, it doesn't grow very fast. There it goes. The tree gets pushed forward. It's not very fast, but it is very effective. It pretty much just works. So about every sixth tree, actually no, it is every sixth tree, triggers an explosion in the obsidian cage I built, which then breaks all of the wood. I've got hopper mine carts underneath collecting the wood, and then it goes into a chest. So let's go ahead and we're going to plant a tree this time. We're going to watch the outside of the factory as it goes. So we're coming up. Ah, son of a gun, I missed it. Alright, we got to go back down. Oh, here we go. Oh, I'm going to get crushed. So, see, as we're going here, we're filling this. Like the next tree or so is going to trigger it. So while we're up here, let me show you some things. The leaves that form, the problem with crushing the leaves, because you need to crush the leaves to collect the saplings, is that if you don't have this wall of block next to the logs, you'll end up with little logs forming in here, which you can't crush, and thus reduces the amount of saplings that you can recover. With this, the only thing that'll form in here are leaves, and then you can crush them and recover the saplings, and both sides are the same. So this allows maximum sapling recovery while still, generating. Oops, looks like when I fell in there, I must have clicked a few times here. Alright, so let's go ahead and plant a tree, get out of this real quick, and we'll watch. Boom. The tree grew. So, as you can tell, yep, it pushed it. That was the sixth tree. All of them broke. They dropped to the bottom. The minecarts pick them up. Now, someone asked me when I was showing this earlier why I'm collecting the trees over here. Well, every so often when the trees grow, they'll grow a limb in this square area here, and it's usually towards the top. So they were jamming up my machine, so I decided why not just push them this way and push them down, and then just keep pushing them down to here, and then push them out this way. And that way, when it finally fills up, then you know it's time that you need to cut them all down and let it go again. This takes a very long time to fill up, a very long time. So let's go ahead and plant another tree so we can see this again from a top view. So I decided I was not going to make a video on how to build this because, well, personally it took me this was the work of several days of trial and error to get the device to work. Instead, I'm just going to have a link in the comment areas where you can download the map to play with it yourself. And if you want to build it, more power to you. The design is quite simple. This is double piston extenders. So we have a whole line of them. Now, one of the things that this tree farm takes advantage of that most tree farms don't is that this tree farm can take the full height trees. The trees that are, quote, giants, I think as they're referred. So this will process any height tree, where a lot of tree farms, they stunt the growth to about here because you have to cut the logs yourself. So these are just redstone towers that fire these pistons. um, then so the signal comes in, just so that you're aware. The redstone signal right there is the observer. It comes through here. What this does is it locks the pulse so that I only get one pulse. Comes here. Now, because I'm pushing a block as well as in front of the observer, it'll tick twice. So this is basically a monostable. Basically, every time this gets charged, it's like an on-off switch. So it turns on and then it turns off. Then through here, what this does is this makes sure that it's a short pulse, because this is going to be lit completely when that turns on. So I need to turn it back to a pulse. So the light comes in, this piston shoots down, which turns off the circuit, so it gives us a pulse. And then the first pulse comes through to here, which fires these pistons, which push the log forward. The rest come over here. These push these pistons forward. This line is what pushes the trees to our left. And then the line over here, this is how we keep track of how many trees have been pushed into the obsidian cage. These are basically T-flips. So every time a tree goes in, the system T-flips. When it finally flips to turn this on, it then ignites the TNT. The issue I had is that I can only have 6 logs fit into the chamber, but this T-flip configuration made it wait 8 pulses. So what I do is on the last pulse, I come back over here and I flip this one twice, which then reduces it back down to 6, which is what I needed to be able to time it so that as the logs go in, they break on the 6th log. Everything else is just a matter of lighting for pistons. It's not anything, they're just torch towers that light the pistons. And I've let it run, let's see, I've had it running for a while, as you can tell. Hold on. I've used 63 explosives, and that's since I set it up. And I've gotten a row of wood, and it's probably been on for about, I had it running for about 3 hours, 2 hours. So it's not the fastest, but it is effective, and like I said, it'll run overnight, and then also it collects the saplings, trees, and the sticks. So that's it, folks. I do this for your pleasure. Please like and subscribe if you like to see more things like this built. I have, like I said, I'll have the save file in the comments for you to download. And have a great weekend. This is Chapel Keep signing out.